Blake Eagle here at Summit Funding. This one is for all of you loan officers out there, especially those of you just getting into the business or just getting busy for the first time in your career. So being a loan officer is a stressful job. I think everybody knows that being a loan officer is a stressful job. If you don't, I apologize, but now that you're in it, you do know. And people always ask, hey, what's the best way to kind of alleviate some of that stress? What are some of the techniques you use? So I'm gonna go through those. First and foremost, one little caveat, the best thing you can do to help alleviate stress is have a great team behind you. And that goes for the company you work for, but also people that support you as a loan officer. If you're one of those loan officers out there doing every single thing yourself, your life is going to be significantly more stressful than somebody that has a great team behind them that's helping them to close their loans smoothly and efficiently. So that's thing number one. But let's assume that you don't have that, or maybe you still have to make that tough call occasionally or that tough scenario occasionally. So I'm going to kind of walk you through some of the things that for me that I think about when I have to do something really, really hard. So first one is, if I've got a hard call to make, that's the first thing I do in the day. The reason for that is it's going to be just as stressful whether you make it at 9 a.m. or 5 o'clock. Either way, it's going to be a really hard call. The difference is if you make it at 9 a.m., you don't have that stress eating away at you all day. So if you've got tough news to deliver it as soon as you know about it, deliver it early in the day. Second thing, if you made a mistake, acknowledge the mistake. Don't try and work around it. Don't try and blame someone else. Take full responsibility for it. Apologize, and then go to the next step, which is always give a solution. So as far as those solutions go, sometimes you'll have scenarios where there isn't a great solution. I'm not saying there's always some silver bullet that solves your problem. When you run into those scenarios where there's no one good solution, then explain the issue and then give different options. Sometimes in giving options, you'll find a solution or find that one of those options is actually a pretty workable solution for the client, but you've got to give them all the options so that they can help you find the right solution. Last but not least, don't make a problem worse by setting bad expectations. I see a lot of times with loan officers, and I did this early in my career, you make a mistake, create a problem, you go to fix it, but you're so anxious to fix it that you promise that everything is going to happen way faster than it ever would have happened in the past. Don't do that. If you made a mistake and you've discovered it and you've come up with a solution, celebrate the solution and set a realistic expectation for the timelines going forward, so at least at the end of that process can go as smooth as possible and everybody can still be happy at the end. Those are my pointers for how to avoid stress in the industry, at least as much as possible, because you can't really ever avoid it completely, but I hope those are helpful for you. Thanks so much.